The House will come to order. The Pledge of Allegiance this morning will be given by Hannah Von Horn from Colorado State University, Fort Collins, Colorado.
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Randall, please call the roll.
Representatives Arndt, Becker J.
You want to sing a little song? Sorry?
J. Becker,
I have a voice.
I think she wants to wait for speaker.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
We'll get one in case it's not convenient. We'll get a
That's
little
okay,
picture.
yeah, for sure. Okay.
Yep. Excused.
Becker K. Beckman, Benavides, Bridges, Representative Bridges,
Excused.
Buck, Buckner, Buckner,
Excused.
Carver, Catlin, Coleman, Covarrubias, Danielson, Escar, Everett, Exum, Foote, Garnett, Janal, Gray, Hamner, Hanson, Herod, Herod,
Excused.
Putin, Putin,
Excused.
Humphrey, Jackson, Kennedy, Kraft Tharp, Landgraf, Lawrence, Lebsock, Lee, Leonard, Leonard,
But I thought Ben Winkle was going to play. I'm sorry. Leonard. Ben Winkle told me he would play, and I thought he was coming down to tell, so I'm sorry.
Okay. Excused.
Lewis, Liston, Lontine, Lundeen, McKean, McLaughlin, Melton, Michelson Janae. Representative Buckner is present. Representative Harrod is present. Neville. Pabon. Pedersen. Rankin. Ransom. Breyer. Roberts.
You guys just strolled.
Rosenthal.
Look at that.
Sane. Salazar. Sandridge. Sias. Singer. Thurlow. Thurlow.
Excused. Oh, he's present.
Valdez. Van Winkle. Weissman. Willett. Williams. Wilson. Winter. Winter.
Excused.
Wist. Young. Madam Speaker.
Excused.
Becker J, Bridges, Everett, Putin, Leonard,
With 58 present and 7 excused, a quorum is present. Representative Liston.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Madam Speaker Pro Tem, I move that the reading of the Journal of Monday, February the 12th, 2018 be dispensed with and approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk.
Thank you, sir. You've heard the motion that the journal be approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion passes. The motion actually passes. Announcements and introductions. Representative Valdez.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I just want to announce Health Caucus on Thursday at 7:30 in Sherman Building, room 603. We'll see you there.
Representative Wilson. I already recognized you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. May I request that you get their attention? They don't want to miss this.
Certainly. Members, can I have your attention at the well? Folks.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Hot Dog Day is Thursday. You have the announcements on your desk. In being totally transparent, the wheat growers are having their luncheon at the same time. However, we serve legislators at 11:30, so you can have your hot dogs, make it over for your bag of flour, and come back to our sportsman's meeting, and no one will be the wiser. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Wilson. Are there any more announcements and introductions? Next item on the calendar is third reading. Members, please take your seats. We're going into third reading. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1045.
House Bill 1045 by Representative Singer, House Senator Tate, concerning the application of silver diamine fluoride to dental patients.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of House Bill 1045 on third reading and final passage.
Representative Singer.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Members, there was one thing that got mentioned yesterday that I want to make absolutely clear. on House Bill 1045. While I'm asking for your aye vote, this is not a mandate on insurance companies. This is not a mandate on Medicaid. In committee, though, we did hear something, and Representative Liston taught me this word very well the other last year, is fiscally responsible, maybe even fiscally conservative, that by allowing our hygienists to be able to do this practice, we won't necessarily just be saving tens of dollars or hundreds of dollars, but potentially thousands of dollars on what is a very simple procedure. So I ask for your aye vote with the understanding this is not a mandate, but our hope is that insurance companies and Medicaid can start covering this practice. With that, I renew my request for an aye vote, and thank you for your time.
Is there further discussion on House Bill 1045? Seeing none, the question before us is the passage of House Bill 1045. Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Please close the machine. With 60 aye votes and 0 no votes, the motion is adopted. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1073.
House Bill 1073 by Representative Gray, House Senator Gardner, concerning water districts' ability to enter into contracts regarding their water-related assets.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of House Bill 1073 on third reading and final passage.
Question before us is the passage of House Bill 1073. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Representative Buck. Please close the machine. With 60 aye votes, 0 no votes, House Bill 1073 passes. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1117.
House Bill 1117 by Representative Van Winkle and Coleman, House Senator Tate, concerning liens to the detached personal property that is stored at a self-storage facility.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1117 on third reading and final passage.
Question before us is the passage of House Bill 1117. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Representative Ryer. Representative Lundeen. Please close the machine. With 54 aye votes, 6 no votes, House Bill 1117 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1056.
House Bill 1056, Representatives Van Winkle and Williams, Officer Senator Cook, concerning the statewide standard health history form that members of the Fire and Police Pension Association complete when commencing employment.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of House Bill 1056 on third reading and final passage.
Question before us is the passage of House Bill 1056. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Whatever you... Please close the machine. With 61 aye votes, 0 no votes, House Bill 1056 is passed. Co-sponsors.
Please close the machine. All right. Good morning, everyone. That takes us to General Orders, second reading of bills. Representative Martins. All right, members, you have heard the motion. All of those in favor signify by saying aye. Actually, I have not drank enough coffee this morning. There is no objection. Representative Arndt will take the chair. Representative Arndt will take the chair.
The committee will come to order. With your unanimous consent, the bills will be read by title unless there is a request for reading a bill at length. The committee amendments will not be read unless requested, as they are printed and in your bill folders. Floor amendments will be shown on the screen and on your iPads and not read unless requested. Bills will be laid over upon motion of the majority leader, and the Coat rule is relaxed. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1051.
House Bill 1051 by Representatives Hamner and Carver, also Senators Quorum and Merrifield, concerning statutory provisions enacted to promote the extinguishment of unattended fires.
Representative Hammer.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Colleagues, I move House Bill 1051 and the committee report.
To the committee report. Representative Carver.
Thank you, Madam Chair. In committee, we did a strike below based on input from stakeholders to clarify those instances where we would increase the penalty for unattended campfires where there's a specific intent, and in grasslands and forest lands. And basically, that's what the strike below did.
Is there further discussion? Seeing none, the question before us is the adoption of the committee report. Any objection? Seeing none, the committee report is adopted. To the bill. Representative Hamner.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Members, House Bill 1051 is being brought to you by Representative Carver and myself, and it is sponsored by the Wildfire Matters Interim Committee. Colorado Counties Incorporated raised some serious concerns that we wanted to try to address in terms of county ability to assess penalties for unattended campfires, particularly those that, in the case of Summit County, ended up with the town of Breckenridge being put on pre-evacuation this summer. So we're hoping for your support of the bill, and it allows the counties the authority to assess appropriate fines and penalties for this kind of offense.
Is there further discussion? Seeing none, the question before us is the passage of House Bill 1051. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. House Bill 1051 passes. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 30.
Senate Bill 30 by Senators Holbert and Kagan, also Representatives Foot and Willie, concerning the non-substantive relocation laws related to self-propelled vehicles from Title 12 Colorado Revised Statutes, part of the organization recodification of Title 12.
Representative Foot.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move Senate Bill 030, and there is no committee report.
To the bill.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is a Title 12 recodification bill, supplemental cleanup bill. Vote yes, please. Thank you.
Is there further discussion? Seeing none, the question before us is the passage of Senate Bill 30. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. Senate Bill 30 passes. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 32.
Senate Bill 32 by Senators Carter and Cook, also Representatives Foot and Herrick, concerning the non-substantive relocation laws related to Title 12 Colorado Revised Statutes, part of the organization for codification of Title 12.
Representative Foot.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move Senate Bill 32, and there is no committee report.
To the bill.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Senate Bill 32 is also a simple Title 12 recodification bill. Please vote yes.
Is there further discussion? Representative Herod.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I ask for a yes vote.
Is there further discussion on Senate Bill 32? Seeing none, the question before us is the passage of Senate Bill 32. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say no. Senate Bill 32 passes. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 34.
Senate Bill 34 by Senators Cook and Guzman, also Representatives Weston Lee, concerning the non-substantive relocation laws related to the regulation of gaming from Title 12 Colorado Revised Statutes to new Title 44 as part of the organization for codification of Title 12.
Representative Lee.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move Senate Bill 34 and the House Judiciary Committee report.
To the committee report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The Judiciary Committee amended the bill to remove a reference and to change the reference. Ask for an aye vote on the committee report.
Is there further discussion on the committee report? Seeing none, the question before us is the adoption of the committee report. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
All those opposed say no. The Judiciary Committee report is adopted. To the bill. Representative Wist.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Members, Senate Bill 34 is part of the Title 12 relocation bills that are being heard this year. This particular bill relocates the following articles from Title 12 to a newly created Title 44. That's Article 47.1, the Limited Gaming Act of 1991, and Article 47.2 relating to tribal state gaming compacts. Ask for an aye vote.
Is there further discussion on Senate Bill 34? Seeing none, the question before us is the passage of Senate Bill 34. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Senate 34 passes. Senate Bill 34 passes.
Thanks.
Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 35.
Senate Bill 35 by Senators Gardner and Cook, House Representatives West, concerning the non-substantive relocation laws related to the gambling payment intercept from Title 24 Colorado Revised Statutes to new Title 44 as part of the organization for codification to Title 12.
Representative Wist.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move Senate Bill 35, and there is no committee report.
To the bill.
Members, my final appearance before you today on a Title 12 relocation. Senate Bill 35 relocates Part 6 of Article 35 of 24, the Gambling Payment Intercept Act, to a newly created Title 44. Ask for an aye vote.
Is there further discussion on Senate Bill 35? Seeing none, all those in favor of Senate Bill 35 say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Senate Bill 35 passes. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1137.
House Bill 1137 by Representative McKean, Representative Zenzinger, concerning the state of repeal reports from the General Assembly and in connection therewith containing the requirements for reports by the Department of Transportation and the Department of Public Safety.
Representative McKean, would you like to present your bill? Or move it?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yes, things are cooking right along. Madam Chair.
No. Would you like to move your bill first, please?
Yes, ma'am. Madam Chair, I would move House Bill 1137
And the
committee report.
To the committee report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is a statutory revision bill, and this is reporting requirements to the Department of Transportation, Department of Public Safety, the General Assembly. It gets rid of a bunch of reports, but we still get them from the Department of Transportation. Some of those in the Department of Public Safety. It continues those indefinitely.
Is there further discussion on the committee report? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Thank you. All those opposed say no. Committee report is adopted. To the bill. Representative
Thank you,
McKean.
Madam Chair. As I said, this is on reporting requirements. I would ask for an aye vote.
Is there further discussion on House Bill 1137? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
I was waiting
All
to hear.
opposed, no. House Bill 1137 is adopted. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1140. We're just moving.
House Bill 1145 by Representative McKean, Senator Moreno, concerning public official personnel surety bonds in connection therewith repealing obsolete provisions and authorizing the purchase of insurance in lieu of public official personnel surety bonds.
Representative McKean.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would move House Bill 1140.
To the bill.
I move.
I move.
To the bill. This is concerning public official surety bonds. As many people may know, this came up last year in Ag Committee about the state engineer. This statutory revision bill, we went back and looked. There are several other requirements in that bill, and we decided it was time to clean them up.
Great. Is there further discussion on House Bill 1140? Seeing no, all those in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The ayes have it. House Bill 1140 is adopted. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1107.
House Bill 1107 by Representative Weissman, Senator Priola, concerning a requirement that builders of new residences offer buyers the option to accommodate electric vehicle charging systems.
Representative Weissman.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move 1107. There is no committee report.
To the bill.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The premise of this bill is that it makes more sense to do something when it is cheap than when it is expensive. The bill puts a non-binding offer before a buyer of a new home, by which the buyer may elect wiring sufficient for future electric vehicle charging if that is the buyer's desire. That is all. I ask for your support.
Is there discussion? Representative Neville.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Members, I encourage a no vote on this bill. This is one of those bills that I think makes Colorado less affordable. This is a bill that's going to add more red tape, put more requirements on builders to comply with another law, some of these smaller builders that can't afford these big compliance offices will have to comply with this, and it just puts more red tape when we have a lack of inventory already in Colorado. We need to start removing red tape. This adds red tape. I encourage a no vote.
Representative Carver.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I voted against this in committee because the testimony made clear. We had testimony from HBA, from realtors, that the realtors, that is the folks building houses, are already doing this when there is demand that this be part of the housing construction. So this bill would impose a mandate on the builders across the board when builders are already doing this where there is demand for this type of service or aspect to the house. So I would urge a no vote.
Representative Weissman.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And just to clarify, there was no testimony from the Realtors in committee, and I do not believe that the Realtors have any position on this bill. This bill is patterned very closely on 2009 legislation that passed by bipartisan margins of 57-6 in the House, 24-9 in the Senate, and the one organization that does not favor this bill really could not speak to any detriment that the prior law has in fact worked on them. As to compliance, it's deliberately flexible, and I envision a checkbox on a piece of paper and no red tape. So we're going to ask for your support.
Representative Carver.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And members, my apologies, I misspoke. It was the HBA who testified in opposition to the bill, not the Realtors, those that actually do the housing developments, testifying that they are already, when there is demand for this feature in the houses, that they are including that in the construction design. So my apologies for the error. It was the HBA. Thank you.
Is there further discussion on House Bill 1107? Seeing none, the question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1107. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say no. No. Ooh, looks like House Bill 1107 passes. And let's see. Oh, Madam Majority Leader.
What do I do? What do I do? Thank you, Madam Chair. I move that we rise and report.
Seeing no objection, the committee will rise and report.
The House will come back to order. Mr. Randall, please read the report of the Committee of the Whole.
Madam Speaker, your committee of the whole begs leave to report has under consideration following attached bills, meaning the second reading thereof makes following recommendations thereon. House Bill 1051 is amended. House Bill 1107, House Bill 1137 is amended. House Bill 1140 passed. Second reading regards to place of calendar for third reading and final passage. Senate Bill 30, Senate Bill 32, Senate Bill 34 is amended. Senate Bill 35 passed. Second reading revised. Place of calendar for third reading and final passage.
Representative Arndt. Members, you heard the motion. There are no amendments at the desk. Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members, please proceed to vote.
Yeah. I don't know what she said, but we're going to lay over the memorial.
Representative Covarrubias, Representative Hamner, Representative Herod, and Representative Salazar. Please vote. Please close the machine. With 62 yes votes, 1 no vote, and 2 excuse, the report of the Committee of the Whole is adopted. Madam Majority Leader Becker.
Announcements. Oh, sure. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to lay over Senate Joint Memorial 3 one day.
All right, seeing no objection, SJM3 will be laid over 1 day. Announcements and introductions. Madam Majority Leader Becker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, I want to draw your attention to a memo that was placed on everyone's desk regarding the request for an interim committee. All interim committees must be made in writing and must be submitted to Legislative Council by Friday, April 13th. Everything is outlined here, so if you're interested in an interim committee, make the request in writing, consult this paper, and if you need more information, come contact me or contact Legislative Legal Services.
Further announcements or introductions? Representative Lawrence.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, I just want to remind everyone that the Junior League Legislative Breakfast is tomorrow, Wednesday morning from 7:30 to 9 outside the old Supreme Court chambers. And we have some lovely new mugs on our desk today from the Junior League, so I want to thank them.
All right, further announcements or introductions? Representative Stinger.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Public Health Care and Human Services Committee, we will see you today at 1:30, and thanks to all of your hard work, Representative Danielson has decided to let you off the hook this week. We will lay over House Bill 1108. We will hear the remainder of the existing calendar, but House Bill 1108 will be laid over. Looking forward to seeing all of you at 1:30.
Further announcements and introductions. Representative Lee.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. For the Judiciary Committee, there is no on-adjournment meeting today, but we will be meeting this afternoon to hear a number of bills, including the sunset review of the Civil Rights Commission Division. So I look forward to seeing Judiciary Committee this afternoon.
Representative Janal.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Health Insurance and Environment will meet this morning at 9:45 in room 107. We're hearing one bill.
All right, further announcements or introductions? Representative Krefthart.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Business Affairs and Labor Committee will meet today at 1:30. We'll be starting out with a presentation from Stéphane Lessard, the Consul General of Canada, to talk about how the laws that we make here in the General Assembly affect the international relationships. Then we'll be hearing 2 bills today, House Bill 1175, Sunset Community Association Managers, and House Bill 1174, Sunset Continued Board of Mortgage Loan Originators. Just to remind people, we will not be hearing House Bill 1184 today. It was on the calendar last week. The announcement was made yesterday. Thank you.
Further announcements and introductions? Representative Arndt.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'll announce this again tomorrow, colleagues, but upon adjournment, the Ag, Livestock, and Natural Resources will meet in 271 due to the overwhelming popularity of the T-norm topic. So 271 instead of our regular committee room. I'll remind you tomorrow.
All right, any further announcements or introductions? Seeing no further announcements or introductions, Madam Majority Leader Becker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the House stand in recess till 1 o'clock today.
Okay, seeing no objection, the House will stand in recess until 1 p.m. today.